As you all know, and as I've probably talked about in every episode that we've had this season, Mendiola is not in a good financial situation at the moment. Due to competition revenue, we're actually a little bit better than we were earlier. We were close to £700,000 in the balance in debt. Now we're only £589,000 in debt. But that being said, we aren't doing great as far as a financial situation is concerned, which means that I don't really know how to feel about what I've just seen. So as you guys can see here, Gorotsuteги, one of our best players, has the wanted sign on him. The wanted sign is from Fukuoka, who is a team in the J League. They're a very good team in the J League. They'll have a bit of money on them. As we can see, their squad here, transfer value is pretty high, could be in the millions, fifth in the J League. Very good side, very respectable, which means that Kurosategi is a really nice player to have in our side. But the thing that has absolutely shocked me, Luis Miguel Pradas, our best player, our star player, highest ability, highest potential ability, he is currently wanted by Manchester United. This is a player playing in the Philippines Football League who's wanted right here by Manchester United. I do not know how to feel about this. Because honestly, looking at Luis Miguel Pradas, he is the best player in our squad by a country mile. He's got a really great personality, driven. He can play on the left side, but he's been brilliant in the attacking center mid role. He has excellent physical, mental, and technical attributes. He's the best player in our team. He's a player that we want leading Mendiola for years to come. And in reality, I was hoping to sign him with the idea of keeping him for the rest of the save because he's such a good player. In fact, in game, he's already endeared himself so much that I think my face is blocking it. But he's actually in the favored personnel list. So I'm the legend. Icons are Kenshiro Daniels and Dexter Chio. And over in favored personnel, we actually have Luis Miguel Pradas. But that being said, if Man United came in with a decent bid and we could get a nice little sell-on clause for him, percentage of next sale, percentage of profit of next sale, if we could get a nice little sell-on clause, that potentially down the line could fix all of these financial problems we're seeing here. So I do not know how to feel about all of this, but I just wanted to update you guys here because this is shocking. This is crazy that a player in the Philippines Football League is currently wanted by Manchester United. But with all that being said, we're actually not back to talk about transfer news because we're still in December. Transfer window's not even opened yet around most of the world. We are here because we are in the semifinals of the Southeast Asian Championships. This is what our fixtures look like. To be honest, we had a pretty easy run in the group. We started off against Vietnam, where we won 2-1 away from home. We were somewhat fortunate here. Oliver Baez scoring in the 90 plus fifth minute to win the match. But something changed here. So at halftime of this match, so if we look at the match itself, I started off playing our regular 4-3-3 formation. And to be honest with you guys, wasn't working that well. And the second half, I switched to the 4-2-4 that we're playing with Mendiola, and we won the game. And it went really well, so I decided to stick with it. We lost the next match against Thailand 1-0. And honestly, Thailand were the much better team. You can see here they were a much better team. But as you can see, we switched to the 4-2-4. And a big reason why we lost this match is because I played all of the backups. Like, this was a complete second team. As you guys can see here, Lingbo, Tobias Jefferson, Karan, Kempter, Oscar Ribas, Oscar Kokonen, all of these players were on the bench. And the reason for that is because honestly, I knew we weren't going to beat Thailand with this team. They're a juggernaut of the Southeast Asian Championships. So with that in mind, we had 6 days off and I just rested the whole first team against Malaysia. We went, played Malaysia, absolutely destroyed them 4-1. XG story's a little bit off here. We dominated this game. We won easily. And that 4-1 victory allowed me to play again a second team against East Timor here. So as you guys can see, we have done excellently well in the group stage. If we look at the group here, we finished in second just as expected, 9 points. Unlike the mad drama of our last edition of the Southeast Asian Championships, We actually qualified very comfortably. We even qualified with the ability to rest players. And now we're going into a semifinal against Indonesia with a fully fit first team squad. And looking at all the groups here, Indonesia finished first in Group B, Brunei finishing in second. That was a big surprise to me. I was surprised they beat Singapore, which means that Thailand have a very easy way to get to the final. But we played Thailand in the final in the last edition, so we'll look to do that again. But we're going to be up against Indonesia today, actually. And as you guys can see here, looking at their tactics, their players are tired. Their players are so tired because they just played like 2 days ago, and we were able to rest our players. So their players are super tired, and now we are going into a home match against Indonesia. Looking at our squad, completely fully fit. Kevin Kempter, maybe not as fit as we wanted, but actually his natural fitness is 13. I don't know why he's not more in better condition at the moment. With that being said, our team is in prime shape here to do really well. Everyone's in a good condition. Malaysia are not in a good condition. We have a fully fit first team squad. Everyone's got good shape, good condition, and good morale. So we are in a very good position to be successful here. So with that all being said, this episode, we are going to play the semifinals of the Southeast Asian Championship. We will play Indonesia home and away. And then if we make it past this, we will do the final in the next episode. But anyways, this is where we're at. We play Indonesia here, and then 2 days later, we play Indonesia. I'm hoping that we get a good result in this home match so that I can play a second team here, and that'll allow us to play our first team for the first match against Thailand. With that all being said, this is going to be the starting lineup. This has been the main starting lineup of this Southeast Asian Championships. And generally, this is kind of the squad that I called up. So in goal, we have Leonard Tan, who pretty good goalkeeper, currently playing for Green Archers, but he spent a lot of the early part of our PFL playing for Kaya. Pretty solid goalkeeper. He's very similar to Nelson Gossick, so good goalkeeper there. Familiar names in the back, Jesse Karan and Sion Alexander Lingbo, Tobias Jefferson. Youngster John Estemo Gailon comes into the center back position. He's a really good player. He also starts like when we have our regular Philippines national team in. A familiar name now, but unfamiliar with the Philippines, but a name that we all know, Kevin Kempter, of course, who played 2 seasons for us, was a huge feature in Asian Confederations Cup matches, but always a solid player. I decided to bring him in for the Southeast Asian Championships, and honestly, he has done very well. I've been very happy to have him. We have Kokonan playing alongside him. Oliver Bias has had an absolutely fantastic Southeast Asian Championships. If we look at his form here, he got 1 goal against East Timor, 2 goals against Malaysia, and a goal against Vietnam. He has 4 goals so far in the Southeast Asian Championships. He's done very well. Opposite him, one of our favorites from his time at Mendiola here, Kainoa Bailey, another who played 2 seasons with us. He is actually going to retire here. I don't know if you guys can see that. He is retiring from football at the end of the season. So we have him playing one last time for the Philippines. Honestly, he hasn't done very well, as you guys can see here, 6.4 average rating. But I trust Kainoa Bailey, and if not, we have people off the bench we can bring on. And then finally up top, we have Jose Gonzalez, of course, a youngster who we've already given 34 caps to. And finally, we have Oscar Uribas, and I've decided to put him up top as opposed to center mid, because honestly, we just don't have many options up top. And in the last game that I put him up top, he scored a goal. So I'm keeping him up top for this game. With that all being said, that is our starting lineup. This is our team going out to face Indonesia today. If we could get a comfortable win here, we would be all set. So this is the team. I will see you all in match. A home match with the Philippines in the Southeast Asian Championship semifinal against Indonesia. It doesn't get better than this. Let us get a good start to this two-legged tie. And an early corner opportunity for us here. Lingbo standing over it. Can he find the head of Tobias Jefferson maybe? Goes in. It does fall to Jefferson here. Back out to Lingbo. Into Oliver Bias. Over the bar. Not much there. He finds Lingbo. Can we go down the line here? Lingbo beating his man well. He finds Kokonan. Kokonan with a nice little run to Kempter. Kempter shoots. It's a good save. One that we'd expect him to save, but we'll get another corner here. We've had quite a few corners in this opening period. But Lingbo to stick it in once again, little in-swinger. And they've done really well here. We're back out wide. He finds Bias. Bias shoots. We need to get the ball into the box. And Indonesia pumping the ball forward. They're winning it well here, but we've won it high up the pitch. That's a great ball in. Oscar Arribas find the back of the net. He's got to finish that. That was the chance to take an early lead and really take control of his tie. Oscar Arribas has to find the back of the net there. Lingbo with another corner though. Swung in here. Estemo Gailon hits it over the bar. I've just paused the game real quick, but you can see what I was talking about earlier, especially in the midfield here. Indonesia with a lot of players who are tired. We have a lot of players who are fresh. That is something we need to take advantage of. And as I say that, Indonesia with the throw here. And they will look to work the ball out of the back. We've won the ball very high up the pitch. That's great play. And it falls to Jose Gonzalez. That's a great ball into Kekkonen. And Kekkonen has scored. I was just about to get annoyed because I just turned on work the ball into the box. But Kekkonen has fired it into the bottom corner. And we have a 1-0 lead. That was a fantastic finish. Gonzalez playing it to Kempter. Kempter finds Kekkonen. I was actually annoyed that he shot that. I think the keeper's made a mistake there. But we lead 1-0. And we have dominated this opening period. Jose Gonzalez to stick the ball in here. And he finds, what a save. The keeper with a phenomenal save. I'm not sure who made the header, but what a save. That'll go well done. Jose Gonzalez with a great first touch there. He wins it, holding the ball up well. That's great forward play. Good ball into Oliver Bias. Looks like we got players in at the back post. He finds Kekkonen. Kekkonen, that's a great ball. Kainoa Bailey has to do better there. We've had the chances. And that is halftime. It is 1-0. We have a good lead, but with some more clinical finishing, we really could be doing a lot better. But that being said, a 1-0 lead is a good spot to be in. I'm going to say we're happy with the number of shots on target so far. Send out a happy team for the second half. Jay Reyes has just come on. He's come on for Kainoa Bailey, who I don't think had the greatest game in the world. But it goes out wide. Estemo Gailon, maybe not falling to the right player, but he's got a good volley on that. It will be a corner again. Can we get something off the corner? Can we find the head of Lingbo, Gailon, Tobias Jefferson? And we have not done well on corners this match. Finds Gonzalez again. He finds Jay Reyes. That's a good ball into the back post. We just aren't quite able to put away these opportunities right now. We just need maybe one more. We want to be in a better position going into the second leg here, but we aren't finding that right now. Should be easily won by Estemo Gailon there. Arribas, Kempter, this is good play here. Find out, go out wide. It does fall. It goes to Gonzalez. Take the shot. What a save. Our goalkeeper's having a blinding match. What an excellent save. Jose Gonzalez should have been on the score sheet there. But he will have the opportunity again. Stick it into the box. Tobias Jefferson, we have finally scored off of a corner. Tobias Jefferson has found the back of the net and we lead 2-0. That is exactly what we wanted to. Great corner. Great job rising on the header. 2-0 lead. We are working the ball quite nicely here. Oscar Arribas losing the ball. That's not what we want to be seeing. Not at this point in the match. Really poor play from Arribas here. And they go around the outside. And it's in a bad position. And we are very fortunate not to allow anything there after we had worked the ball around well. And we have another corner here. Lingbo to stick the ball into the box. Can we capitalize again? Jefferson nearly finding the back of the net. Jefferson has been huge in the back and on these corners. We'll have another opportunity here. Back-to-back corners. Jefferson! Bro, it's the exact same thing and the keeper's made the exact same save. We have had back-to-back almost the exact same opportunities. Can we do it again here in Lingbo? Jefferson? No, we couldn't do it for a third. All right, Indonesia here. They will definitely, if they could get a goal, it would put us in the next goal is going to be really important in this match because if it's 2-1, that makes things really interesting. But if it's 3-0, the tie is pretty much over here. Fortunately, Tan has made the save, so it remains 2-0. But the last 13 minutes of this match are going to be hugely important. Bit of a long time for the corner here, but they eventually get it in. Well done, Carrion. And it goes to the edge of the box here. We need to be careful. We need to be careful. And it's over the bar. That's fine. Indonesia here with some opportunities at the end of the match. That worries me a little bit. Don't like the fact that they're getting so many opportunities. Tobias Jefferson winning it well, but it is still out wide here. It's still in a good position over the bar. Karan here with the throw, moving into the last 5 minutes or so. Arribas into the back post. Jay Reyes has scored. Jay Reyes has made it 3-0 to the Philippines. And this is the comfortable scoreline that we want. Well done from Jay Reyes. That's actually his 4th goal of the tournament. And we have 20 seconds or so left. This should be the end of match highlight. And it is a 3-0 victory in the first leg of the Southeast Championship semifinal. The team playing well. We can take a comfortable 3-0 win into the second leg. That makes me feel good because it means that we can probably rest a lot of our players. Well done. And I have moved forward to right before our second match against Indonesia. We will be playing them away. But just looking at the matches so far, Thailand beat Brunei 3-0. Thailand are going to go through to the final, unsurprisingly. We will be taking on Indonesia away from home. We have a 3-0 lead from that first match, so we're in a relatively comfortable position. And anyways, we will essentially get right into the second match here. So we're going to go with the same formation, but we're going with a completely different side. The only thing we can't do is that Piccolo Bugas, who is a right back, is injured. He has pulled knee ligaments. He's going to be out for the rest of the tournament. So as a result, we've had to start Tobias Jefferson. I think he was the most fit of all our defenders. So Tobias Jefferson will start in the central defense position. Depending on how things are looking, I will take him off probably at halftime. The only other person starting is Oscar Arribas, and the reason for that is because I think Jay Reyes here has had a really good tournament. Looking at his form, he has 4 goals in the tournament. So I'm thinking I might start him for the first match against Thailand. So as a result, Oscar Arribas is going to start. I'll probably still start him, or I'll take him off at halftime just in case I decide I want to start him so that he will be good and fit. But otherwise, it is a completely backup side going into this match. And as long as these guys don't allow 3 goals, and if we score a goal, there is the away goals rule. So if we score, Indonesia would need to get 5 on us. So as long as we don't completely capitulate, we should be all right here. So this is the team. Let's go into the second leg. Let's make an international final. All right, as long as we don't completely capitulate here, we should be in a good position to advance to the final and look to get some revenge against Thailand. And we have the first opportunity of the game. Nothing happened in the first 10 minutes here. But as we moved into the 13th, Carrion to Kainoa Bailey. Kainoa Bailey scores. He's finally gotten on the score sheet in the Southeast Asian Championships. And Kainoa Bailey finds the back of the net, and we have a comfortable 1-0 lead. And an opportunity for Indonesia. We're winding down past the 30-minute mark. So we are winding down to the end of the first half here. As it goes back to their keeper, he goes long. This should be one for us to win. Clarino winning it well. He finds Rontini. Kainoa Bailey, the goal scorer. Carrion, great play here. Gayoso, not a great opportunity that. I've stuck on Esween here. I've taken out Tobias Jefferson because at this point they need 5 goals. I don't think they're going to get 5 goals, so I would rather Tobias Jefferson take absolutely no risk with him as far as his availability for the final. So we've taken it off. We put him on Esween, who's actually a central midfielder now playing our right back. A very solid first half. 1-0 lead, 4-0 on aggregate. This is everything that we want going into the second half. One more calm, easy half just like this. I plan on making no subs because everyone else on the bench, maybe we stick on Balobo. If we put on Balobo here, that would be every single player playing. But otherwise, no subs. Everyone on our bench we want to play in the final. So let's just keep all of our starting 11 as fresh as possible. And at this point, we don't really care here. They might score here. Yes, they have scored. Unless they get 5 goals, we're through to the final. Linares winning it, but we don't win the second ball.
a little not too happy of how we haven't won, even been close to winning the second ball there. Subrianto going on the outside, and it's 2-1. They're certainly looking to make a game of it. Again, that's fine though. They need 5. Well, they certainly want to keep things interesting here. Indonesia going around the outside, goes through to the back post, well won by Casambre. And I think I might make a tactical change depending on what happens here. I think we're going to need a little bit more happening in the midfield. They've hit it over, fortunately. Setiawan here. I've encouraged the team, and apparently that was a bad encourage shout, even though we're technically losing 2-1 in this match. I don't know why that necessarily is, but it's gone out to Ong, and it's a good save by Balobo. I have stuck on Balobo because honestly, Leonard Tan wasn't having the best game, and I thought it'd be nice for every single player on the Philippine squad for this Southeast Asian Championship to get game time. So I wanted to make sure to get him in. I did get Kenneth James in a previous game, our other backup goalkeeper. So this means every single player in the squad will have played. Moving into the last 10 minutes here, Balobo going long. He finds Gayoso. Well done there. He finds Rontini. And decent play as it goes out wide to Jose Braga. Can he get the ball into the box? He does, looking for Gayoso. Gayoso finds the back of the net. That is a phenomenal header by Gayoso. He gets up well, and that definitely will put the game out of reach. We will have one more Southeast Asian Championship episode, and it will be the final. And this, wow, we have 2 people open right here. What are the odds he actually passes it? That being said, we're into added time. This should be it. Carrion shoots. It's on target. That should be the end of the match now. A 2-2 draw with Indonesia. We did exactly what we needed to do.
Well, that victory means once again we are playing Thailand in the Southeast Asian Championship final. This will be back-to-back editions of the Philippines against Thailand. Of course, and unfortunately, last time Thailand did beat us, but it was our first ever time making the Southeast Asian Championship final. We're doing it once again back-to-back, and Thailand are a juggernaut in this competition. But who knows? You never know. We might be able to spoil the party. Last time out, Thailand were pretty dominant against us. They beat us 1-0 at home, then 4-2 in the away leg. Once again, if we look at our current schedule here, we will be playing them at home in the first leg and away in the second leg. This home leg is going to be a repeat of the group match. We did start a second team in that match, so if we could get a victory or a draw, at least it would put us in contention in the second leg. But we'll see how we do there. But anyways, that is all that I've got. We play Thailand in 2 days. So the next episode will be the 2 final matches against Thailand to close out the Southeast Asian Championship. And then we will go back to the Mendiola side of things. But with that, that's everything I've got. We have another final to look forward to. The first 2 finals ever for the Philippines in this competition. We've had them both, and we'll see if we can finally get something going here. To win an international competition with the Philippines would be the crowning achievement of this save, unless we won the Champions League with Mendiola, but that's not going to happen. But that being said, this would be the crowning achievement along with making the World Cup if somehow we figured out a way to do this. But we will give it our best shot. And that will be in the next episode, so I will see you all then. I hope you are doing well. I hope you all are taking care of yourselves. I will see you all soon. Bye!